Mark, take us through these rosters by Vitacost.
Wendy, for the home team, NOLA, a completely different 1 through 8 to that of the starting pack who lost to San Diego last week. Coach Lee has picked a mobile second row in J. Tuiviti and US Eagle Cam Dolan. And the team's leading carrier and tackler Jonah Mowell returns to open side flanker to also captain the Gold tonight. Wholesale changes to the NOLA backline also, with only Harley Wheeler remaining to start on the left wing. US Eagle Ruben de Haas returns to scrum half, combining with a 34-year-old Welshman Dorian Jones at fly half. And the Gold will be relying on the centre pairing of Isaac Tatamaki and JP Duplessis for much needed go forward. NOLA head coach Danny Lee has plenty of firepower on the replacements bench, namely Taufete'e, Tonga and Damian Stevens, whose performance last week very much pleased the NOLA Gold coaching staff. For the visitors, 3 changes to the Miami pack, who just fell short to Chicago last week, with Maake Muti stepping in for Jonas Petrakopoulos at loose head prop. Mauro Rebusoni returns to join Tomas Casares in the second row. And the Sharks will be boosted by the return of Manu Ardau at blindside flanker. 4 changes to the Sharks backline sees Tomas Kubeli return to scrum half and team captain. Tomas Kubija replaces Josep Dutoy at inside centre, with right wing Marcus Young and fullback Shane O'Leary returning to form a dynamic back 3 with left wing Josiah Mora. Miami head coach Jose Pelicena has created some healthy competition in his squad, with all of these replacements getting plenty of game time under their belts this season, which can only bode well for a strong Miami finish to this match tonight. Sure.
We'll get you going on this one. It's week 13. Miami having to go up for that.
Here's Wendy for NOLA. Coach Danny Lee is keen for his team to start the game hard and fast to get the jump on Miami, especially up front physically. See a bit of frustration from both teams. Coach Lee also shared that discipline is their #1 focus.
But then I have to have everything come in and have to get all of that. Yes, the original time he's going to be against 14.
So fast.
Down quickly into the maul for NOLA. This one's got some spunk behind it. Is it moving a bit sideways? Now they get the organization. They're going to go right up the middle. Lopeti's at the back with it. He's going to dump it off to the scrum half and see what the backs can do. It's a nice inside run by the inside center. It just needs to get over the line. Let's see any whistle. Looks like it's just short for NOLA. Threatening early on in this match already. Testing this Miami defense. Another attempt there, and that one's got to be over the line. NOLA getting it done.
Wendy, it's hard to make those tackles with the rain, with the wet, to get a good grip.
They think they've got the turnover, NOLA. They do. That's good work at the breakdown. Now they've got a little bit of space out on the edge. Seeing nobody at home. That's a nice long kick. Miami will come back for it. They'll go right to the maul again. This set them up for success just a few minutes ago, and it is an area of focus for Danny Lee's side. Look at this drive. All the way, just short now, picked up, but a little knock on there, but that...
Miami ends up thwarting it in the end. Was it illegal?
And straight out to the backs. Hard run there by Orlando, the vice captain, still going. Had a little bit of support on his left shoulder. Now quick hands through, look at this. O'Leary, what a little bump pass that is to the wing. Mora tonight. NOLA does well this time, no jump from Miami. They try to get in to steal this one right away. You can see there's some pink jerseys in there. Ruben de Haas will put a little grubber into that one. Miami down by 7, looking to see if they can get on the board. Nice little break by the inside center, Kubija, but taken over by NOLA, and they'll clear again. And Elias, he'll have a chance. O'Leary does well under the high ball. Loose ball, and now NOLA's got scrum.
Yes, sir.
Great angle here, front on to see O'Leary. He took the ball superbly.
Go to the left side. Now de Haas switching directions. Jones putting it through. Gonna try to give it some space. Oh, almost picked up by the winger, but then gets picked up by Miami.
Bit of deception Jones weighs up his options, sees the space, and then he's still got to execute, and just too many bodies in the way.
On their own 5.
Use it.
They'll go from the back of the scrum, try to get some meters. Foley does well. But again, NOLA getting in there, making it so difficult. The counter ruck, and then picking it up and going across.
Valiant effort. 3 defenders it took to bring Tuivasa down. You see Ardal.
Pete, we're still
you
looking
see
at another
Elias.
angle. Pete, I have a decision for you. You can award the try.
Yeah, man, with the try. Okay.
Disrupting that Miami maul, and then Tuivasa quick, straight onto it.
Just making sure we've got the numbers correct and receivers in there as they add everybody in. You can see the inside center has come to join as well as they roll over the line, and Miami making a statement with that maul.
Got it over the line. Plenty of feeling, you can tell in this game. Very physical.
Hill. And then Kubeli will pull this out. Oh, what a hit that is. Smashing into Kubija. They've got penalty advantage for offsides. We did talk about those penalties. It's 8 and 8 for both of these sides. As Bonasso muscling his way through. Hawks putting a hand on that one. Flags are up, so that penalty goal with a nice carry.
Advantage over.
Some soft hands into Ardow's hand. He's already scored 1 try for his side.
Advantage.
Penalty advantage for NOLA, not rolling.
Monty Tongawiya there at number 22. Seems to be a cheeky little V. Kubeli. Oof.
Yeah.
He's a brave man, Tomas Kubeli.
Yes. 264 pounds.
For
The penalty only.
you can see Tuivasa trying to get low enough.
That's it. Sorry. Yeah, if you want, yeah.
Sort of just hugs him.
You see some head contact.
Penalty goal range in this kind of weather.
Ooh, that's sitting up. That's not going out.
Yep.
Look at the breeze. Oh,
That's really sketchy there for Nolan. Yep, they've knocked it on. When really low scrum. They're trying to drive it in. They're gonna get, oh goodness, thought that was gonna go to a penalty. Looking for it at the back, and the penalty goes against Miami.
Number 1, straight to floor, lost.
he was pointing right. Watch him here, ref. Points at the loose head prop.
Yeah, they'll clean it up for sure. A little bit of pressure coming from NOLA, but Inciarte is gonna just dink this one over. Oh goodness, and it's into the open. That one go backwards. Finally, the ball comes back, and they're gonna pick from the base. And they think they've got it. Here comes the whistle. Miami, all the scores in this second half.
Oh, there.
Inciarte, beautiful little run from him, and dishes that off to Fulau. Miami just building. This is really good stuff for the effort. NOLA told to get their hands off. Is this the one? They're short again. That one popping out, but penalty advantage. And this is going to be a card, 100%.
The question is who? He's pulling out JP
Right.
Duplessis.
Select the ball forwards in the ruck. The yellow card.
Wow, that is a staunch defense.
Okay, we already checked.
Puts that one through with ease. He's done well off the tee tonight, O'Leary.
Yellow card. No wonder JP Duplessis looked confused as he was sent from the field.
And there's JP Duplessis back on the pitch now and putting it in right away. And NOLA really starting to turn it on here. To roll. Now a little soft kick in from NOLA, and Mark is going to be the call. That's really lifters going up and down, but eventually gets into NOLA's side, and just a little chip kick almost came up into the Gold's hands.
Behind. Little wobbly at line-out time yet again. Kick. See those NOLA Gold players, and that bounce of the ball. Who was it? Afungia.
Gonna pull it out. Jones goes right to that kick again. Crossfield kick into Roberts' hands, and just trying to run before he had the ball. Now Miami counter ruck attempt, and they get the knock on. And again, we've just had a lot of pushing and shoving throughout, and this table is so tight. All of these points matter. Gonna pick from the base, Miami. It's Ardow, he scored 2 tries. Really, Miami's still complaining, but we're gonna play on. JP Duplessis carries. Miami is just frenetic here. They are all over every single player that's trying to get this ball from the Gold. Roberts with a beautiful dummy, some individual effort. He's into the open and puts in a left foot kick, trying to get it into Tongawia's hands, but O'Leary's there first, all the way to the 22-meter line. They went from their own, from NOLA's 40. Gonna try to put this one over the top, Inciarte. Oh, it's loose! Did Miami jump on that? The winger! I do believe Marcus Young.
Pursuit miraculously comes up with it. Clever kick. Dorian Jones leaves without it. And the only way for Jones really...
It's that clock winding down. They aren't going to get within 7, so no points. NOLA is going to come out of this with no points. And Miami will take their spot, but maybe an ending try here, a little bit of pride.
Ah, beauty.
That's gorgeous, the offload there, and NOLA, a little bit of just hometown.
Stevens there, he knows how to support. The one-hander, brilliant play.
But Miami, my goodness, this second half for them was absolutely spectacular.